All right, so first things first, we need to see, does blue have a forward pond? Classic, dude. Dragonstar called it. People on YouTube are going to be confused why we're talking about this. I will clarify in just a second. We got game 1 of the round 3 series between Blue, who's kind of a new player from Taiwan, and then saymyname, who's a very old player from Vietnam. Saymyname formerly gold. Saymyname hoping to get back to gold. Saymyname may be vulnerable today. I think Blue's very strong. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, perspective here is that they did start their game. They were like 8 minutes in or something. Blue had a very, very good map. And he decided to dock this little pond. Now this is forward. I mean, other aspects of the map are still fine, but like, it's a little unfortunate. Basically, saymyname's game disconnected for 2 minutes, but it didn't actually disconnect and give them a restore file. So it was like he lagged out. We could clearly see like his villagers stopped working, all this stuff. So yeah, we have to restart it. So unfortunate. Hopefully saymyname's internet cooperates. We don't run into that again. But yeah, saymyname's gone for the Khmer. Blue is gone for the Wei. And I would say, because we're going to talk about it more, that whole dock approach, I think it's really risky. You can't be doing it here. Like, doing it when your pond is forward would be a mistake, in my opinion. So, I'm going to assume that he will not do it here. Because I think Blue's a really smart player, and I know Blue's a really prepared player. Many people watching won't really know too much about the guy, but you will. Trust me, because he's really good. He's also... He's really... he's got a nice mix of playing defensive and aggressive, which I like. Some people are kind of like full-on aggressive all the time. Or full defensive all the time. It's a very nice mix. Khmer versus Wei, I think it's a pretty even matchup. I think Khmer are way easier to play. Especially if you're going for the stable opening. Just looking at the maps here, this gold is going to be a nightmare for saymyname. That is 3 of the 7 tiles. This gold is really good. But like this gold is going to be an ever-living nightmare to ever take. And, you know, at least for blue, you've got these 3 tiles in the back. This gold is forward, but it's not as forward. There are some other small details here, too. Like, I think I like saymyname's map for the opening. But I like Blue's map for, like, Castle Age, if you haven't taken the hill yet. Even feels like he's maybe slightly closer to some of these wood lines. Obviously, they're still kind of crap, but we'll see. T90, wouldn't docking it still be worth for the fish traps? No, I don't think so. No. I don't think so. Because, like, if you have... Not only is the dock already arguably too big of an investment, and you're likely going to have a much later castle time than if you just farmed. If you're investing into the fish traps on the front, and they can be ranged by cav archers or archers... It's all way too vulnerable. Then you might need to add 2 galleys. Like, it just gets way too messy. So I think Blue's doing the right thing. Blue's going to play standard. Probably in Blue's mind, Blue's like, I will go for the dock if these circumstances happen. And, oh, TC does hit a little bit there. And Blue's getting loom, and Blue will click up. And saymyname is going to do the same. And they're both most likely, no surprise to either of them, going to open with scouts here. All right. Well, this is an interesting username. We have a new sub from the user called Jesus Shaves Mustache. I hope you're not saying that Jesus is going to come back and shave my mustache. I quite like my mustache. But thank you, Jesus, have mustache, for the sub. Also, Apocalypsum, welcome back. Welcome back. Someone said, who's the favorite here? I mean, saymyname has to be the favorite. He has all the experience. He's played in so many different tournaments. I think, like, the nerve factor and all that should maybe be more manageable for him. I think that experience plays a big role, sorry. But, I mean, Blue's got more elo, if that matters to you. I think Blue has also probably played way more practice sessions. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that's happened. So, this is, like I said, I mean, this is a 1 seed versus, I think, a 2 seed or a 3 or 4 seed, I forget which, but for a 1 versus 4 seed, it might feel kind of like a 2 versus 3. Should be pretty close. Yeah, Sentient Toast, that was a really good series. Definitely worth the rewatch. I actually rewatched a bit of the finals yesterday, just to relive some of that. Oh, there's the stable from Say My Name. And we've got an archer range from Blue. Okay. So not what I was expecting. Maybe not what Say My Name was expecting to see either. Say My Name will see the Vils on gold, so that should tell him enough. I mean, Say My Name just wants to get these walls down and get the scouts out. That's what makes life easy for the Khmer, and then farm like crazy. And now he sees the archer range. I mean, it should be really difficult for archers to do any damage here. I guess Blue is also going for the farm upgrades. So you get the additional Vil, but like, I don't like archers because, I don't know, I just feel your ecos just kind of falls apart a little bit, and then getting horse color on an archer build really slows down the whole build from archers anyways. But then you feel like you kind of have to go horse color to justify it with the Civ. I don't know. Not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of this archer not being with the spearman either. If Say My Name gets a free archer pick to start Feudal Age, this is just horrible for Blue. Yikes. I mean, that's something that he will want back. And I think it's just a lot. Again, there's a lot to manage with this build, and might feel a little bit bad because they were 8 minutes into a game. They had to restart and all that, and certainly would have expected the full walls from Blue. And I think Blue would have also gone for scouts here, but the decision to go archers against full walls is something. Maybe it's to still harass this wood line. But Say My Name's got a really easy job right now. He can just make a couple skirms behind, and he's fine. And Say My Name's already completely walled. Blue got housed temporarily there. Has to get Town Watch now. And just gonna knock on the door here. I guess his plan is to deny the berries. But I mean, Say My Name's not even interested in taking the berries. Say My Name's just gonna farm. Say My Name's Khmer, so... Every time Say My Name goes to go attack, though, Blue is waiting. And Archer will sit behind the wood line and just harass, but now they have to move away because there's skirms there already. So, a lot of my feelings when I'm casting, guys, is based on, like, the flow of the game, but also, not just that, but how easy is life for one person right now. For Say My Name, this is the easiest start that he could have. That's the benefit of picking Khmer. They're just easy. And he's going for the blacksmith behind here. He's also mixing in some archers with his skirms, which is a bit old school. It's not a horrible thing to do. It gives you more firepower against the scout. And any scouts that might come out. Sometimes people want to go archers into scouts against skirms. And there's the stable now from Blue. T90, what do you think about early horse color for making 10 farms this early? So here's the conversation about horse color, all right? As the spearman actually gets some really good hits here. Say My Name's Micro wasn't perfect. So horse color makes your farms last longer. Yes. Okay. Everyone knows that. But here's the thing. What army comp are you going to be on in the mid game? A lot of the times it's cav archers and crossbows on this map. And if you are thinking mid-game you want crossbows, you want less on food, and you want more wood then. So having continuous farmers still working then is actually bad. I know it seems bad to be like, I know it seems weird to be like, it's good that your farms expire early. But genuinely, if you only have like 35 Vils, or like 40 Vils, if you have 8 more Vils or 10 more Vils still on food and you're not making food units, that's actually bad. You need more on wood, you need more on gold. I think in Say My Name's mind, it's completely fine not to get horse color. If he's planning on playing cav, like a tons of cav, then maybe it's a different conversation, but I think it's fine. I would get it too, But then what you end up having to do in that position is you actually are just pulling villagers off of farms and you just leave the farms there. So it creates a little bit more like manual work. Now, horsecolor doesn't make the farms cheaper. Horsecolor just means you have more food on each farm. But I'm just saying, think about, like, these farms are going to expire soon, and then he can put a lot more on wood, and then he can go double range. So just watch what he does with his eco. You're going to see these farms finish, and very likely he doesn't immediately reseed all the farms. But yeah, I think still getting horsecolor is a really good play, to answer your question. T90, you can leave a farm before it runs out. Yeah, exactly. But then you're manually doing so. I don't know. It's just but like you guys, I'm saying this mainly for you guys. Obviously, Say My Name can do that. But like I watch people play archers. I watch everyone get horsecolor and archer builds at low and mid ranks, and then they have like 1,000 food. They have no wood. They have no gold. And they can't get ballistics. They can't get their upgrades. So if farms expire, he immediately just sends them over to the straggler trees to get a little bit more wood. He's on double range. And Blue, on the way up, Blue did add some scouts, which doesn't end up slowing him down too much. If Blue can kill this army, this would be a very nice find. Unfortunately, he lost track of this army, though. Loses another archer. And Blue has the walls down. And Blue will have the villager lead because of the way bonus. Every time you get an eco upgrade, you get an additional vill. Blue does have this gold to fall back to. Let's not forget about that. But we're reaching that stage of the map of this map where wood is concerning. Big archer count for Say My Name back at home. I really like his opening. It looks super clean. I also love... He knows this army's probably going to be jumped on, but he's just pulling his opponent away. He's getting Bodkin now. And honestly, I would just run away with the scouts now. There's no sense in trying to just fight. You don't want to lose your scouts unnecessarily. And yeah, he realizes that. He'll run away. But his army can move forward now. And second TC. This is good recognition from Say My Name. I'm actually not seeing enough people do this. I find too many people are building their second TC in their little wall bubble where you're running out of wood. But if you go towards the corners, guys, there are wood lines on flat ground to town center. So that's a really nice town center for him to find. In the future, you might want to take the hill. But crossbows are moving forward now. And Blue doesn't know where that army's going to be. He doesn't necessarily know what the commitment is. He's going to try and go for Jean Bays now, which is a great unit, but you need time to mass them. Like, he just straight up doesn't know that crossbow's coming. Now he'll see it. But Say My Name can actually run in. And, oh, man, disaster for Blue here. This is so good for Say My Name. Blue had to sacrifice some army to get the wall down. And so a villager goes down. The army goes down as well. And Say My Name behind this. 3 TCs now. And, guys, notice his farm count. Back to the horsecolor thing. He did get horsecolor for new farms, but look how little he has on food. He banked up enough food. He'll go back to farming a little bit. But it's like super heavy wood, super heavy gold. And now he's going to start to transition into more farms. But it's actually a reason why you don't see players get horsecolor off their starting build. And Say My Name's TC position was kind of perfect on the other side there. Protects that gold. Protects another wood line. It is 2 TCs for Blue, but this town center position, like we said, doesn't necessarily protect the wood he might want. And he did get rattled enough to get pushed off of this gold. Just feels like even though the villager lead is even though res collected's actually even, it feels like Say My Name's in a little bit of a groove now. Next thing he would want here is the university and ballistics. So that's not something I've seen from him yet. Running forward now with the other group of crossbows to meet up. So he'll have about 20. There will be 10 Jean Bays, and Jean Bays are way more mobile than crossbow. So mobility is definitely a factor here. It takes a long time to get across the map. And Blue has definitely gone for the right unit, and Blue is definitely hard committing to them as well. I like the patience here from Blue. Just house wall this. You can let this army get in. You don't need it right now. You have the golds. You have the wood on the left. Saymyname is going to have to eventually realize, as he snipes another villager, where the villagers are going for Blue. Because Blue could make a run to the hill at some point. Even just a quick TC here would be huge. Saymyname is auto-scouting. And Blue is chasing the auto-scouts, which is kind of funny. Saymyname runs in, and he's just going to snipe some farms for now. Meanwhile, 16 on food for him as he's reseeded some farms. Just no ballistics yet. And doesn't have bowsaw yet either. And the Jean-Bays are the stronger range unit. And the Jean-Bays hit. Delete a bunch of crossbows there. That's a really good engagement. Saymyname is still trying to dive here. And we have some quick walls there from Blue. Saymyname probably needs to back out of here, but he'll run through some TC fire in the process. Also, scouts kill the villager. Couple villagers underneath the TC there. Maybe 2 vills. I think they're the only vills he's killed this game. Saymyname still needs ballistics. There's the university. Gold for him, guys. Gold. How much gold does he actually have left right now? He's got 700 gold. He does see this gold. He does not see this gold. If he sees this gold, it's a game changer. I'm starting to get worried for him. He's running into this choke point. He's getting surrounded by the Jean-Bays. And Blue with the Jean-Bays. And that volley they get with the extra arrows at the start finds a great fight. Again, this game has been so easy for Saymyname in terms of his eco progression and whatnot. But now the way looking very strong. Blue's ability to expand on the left side. Now build this third TC on the hill, which is always what you want. It's been top tier. Has ballistics already. This is going to be a banger game. We've got ballistics and now elite skirm for Saymyname, which is good, obviously, against the Jean-Bay. But also it's good when you're running out of gold. We have seen a lot of games just come down to who has been able to take the hill in the middle. It's actually designed so both players can take it. But Saymyname with all his map control never TC'd the top. I like the second town center on the wood, but now he's going to run out of res. An outpost down here for Saymyname would be huge. And actually, if you've done your homework on the map, you should know the corners tend to have some stones and gold, so maybe should be looking, but I've watched more games on this map than probably anyone else, so it's like a caster detail to recognize. The Jean-Bays will raid this side. They get spotted. I think Blue hasn't seen his skirm yet, but a siege workshop in the middle would make sense. Saymyname finds a couple villagers here. Blue loses 1. Micring to save the rest of them, though, but still loses 2. There's only 6 skirms in the group. And the Jean-Bays are just able to get out of there so quickly. Just so quickly. That mobility is amazing here. And there's the siege workshop. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy scenario for Saymyname. But guys, the outpost. He's desperate for vision. He builds the outpost. He finds it. That's huge. And also, that's not a bad start to the engagement. But when you see that many Jean-Bays, I'm not sure how confident you are going to be running up that hill. Yeah, that's going to be brutal to engage against. When there's siege as well, it's going to be brutal. Guys, look what Blue's doing. Outposts along the north. Outposts to the left side. Blue is locked in right now. Still 17 villagers behind, though. But Saymyname is going to drop a castle here because he knows he can't take the hill. But that'll give him access to that gold. Also does have access to this gold, but he just hasn't realized it yet. Seems like his plan is to go imp. He could lose his crossbows over here to these Jean-Bays. And there's the siege now. Saymyname splits away from it. Saymyname was able to find a gold a little bit faster here. Might be on the way to imp right now. He will TC this one, so he realizes. And he's got this castle on the way with enough vills. Nice job to bring this many vills because the siege is just now becoming a problem. And now the castle's up. No market, it seems, for Saymyname. And wood is going to become an issue as well, right? Like, this wood line is far from efficient. But, I mean, if you get to skirms and hussars with Khmer, you don't need that much. You don't need gold for that, and that can still be really good. You just spend your gold on blacksmith upgrades. Blue is also... Remember how saymyname had no farms playing ranged units and then had to refarm? Blue is now in that state where he has to refarm. There's not a lot of food eco. So all that's he's going to be catching up big time there. Here he comes. Still hoping to pressure where he can. But saymyname is going to click up. And saymyname should be on the way up now. Has 22 skirmishers. And I would say continue with skirms, but also eventually think about adding stables to go for light cav. What? Bro, blue is like, I know you need these resources. I'm gonna cram a castle into that little nook. And I guess it's just, yeah, just to deny the gold and to deny the wood because it's so valuable. I actually don't hate that. It seems crazy, but it's gonna go up. It's gonna push these vills away. It'll probably get Treb down, but saymyname's focus will be on taking this castle down instead of everything else. So I really don't hate it. I think it's a good move. Blue has the outpost down here too, so blue can see this TC. So now I think he's immediately just going to shift all of his pressure with his siege and John base to this side. The saymyname will have to react again. But look at his resources. Food count is crazy. Also, we have petards for blue. Is he going to go petards and rams to try and take this castle down? There's a 4th TC for him. 25 vills behind. Another castle from saymyname with a bunch of vills. And blue doesn't see it right away. That castle's going to be up. That castle will protect the back area. Not a good castle spot, though. Like, you want your castles to be somewhere else. So, obviously, blue can't push that back area. But at the end of the day, I think blue would again be happy that the castle is there. But look at saymyname just expand to the north now. And 1,700 food is pretty ridiculous. There's a worry that he wouldn't be able to make some trebs. Or that he wouldn't be able to get blacksmith upgrades. He will get those upgrades. Another castle from blue. But do you want to place that one now? Because your opponent's an imp. I think I would cancel this one. He wants to go for petards and rams to take down this castle. But to do so on this castle too would be really ambitious. Blue is just thinking that saymyname is going to run out of resources eventually. But saymyname has found the additional golds. saymyname has found the additional wood lines. Look at him up here. Another gold. It's a completely different approach. And here come the rams. The petards are going to rush as well. The rams are receiving the damage, but saymyname saw the petards. He's focusing the petards with his castle. And he kills them all before they make it. Horrible for blue. There's already a treb here from saymyname. And the villagers will come to repair. 1 ram, 2 ram might not be enough. Here there's a treb as well. saymyname might lose the TC, I guess, but I really don't think he's going to be losing his castles. And he'll be taking down 2 castles. And he is an imp with 180 population. And blue is still in castle age. Blue is going to feast over here and find some villager kills. That's not bad. Still bringing in more rams. But, I mean, there's knights around. And the skirms, there's enough of them to kill a castle age ram. Over here, he does take down the town center. But this is... Blue has just sunk everything into trying to push this. And it just feels like the eco isn't good enough to go imp either, right? Like, the eco's solid. 112 vills. But that was a really big investment. And so now... Blue's got to go cav. Like, blue has no choice. You have to go something that's counter to skirm. Ideally needs more upgrades. Tiger cav out of the castle would have been great, but now the castles are gone. So you can't make any more of them. So you make Hae Guang, probably. Because, like, getting Imp isn't even an option now. You're so far away. But, I mean, Say My Name's got 45 on food. Say My Name, if he sees more Siege, if he sees more Cav, could actually just play Arbalest now. The Tiger Cav are maybe the best unit that the Way have at dealing with range units. So those units are doing good so far. Say My Name is actually making more Ballista Elephants. Is this a planned army comp for him? Is he actually going to commit to just Ballista Elephants? Also, the Tiger Cav are doing great over here. The Jean Bays are still doing okay against the Skirms. There's a lot of weak units here. Blue is holding. Blue also got some raids over here. Blue also has some units up here getting some raids in. Like we said, I mean, it's extremely uncomfortable to not have the hill on this map. At least Blue has been able to hold to the hill. I'll say My Name is going to go Cavalier. That, to me, makes more sense. He actually has a lot of gold income for now. I'm a Hussar guy. I probably would go Hussar and spend all my gold on either Archers or Siege. But Cavalier, when you have 33 on food, seems reasonable. Dealing with the raids over there, dealing with the raids over there. Army's getting a little sloppy in the middle. But the castles to protect means Say My Name should make no massive mistakes. He can always back away here. And his Trebuchet just firing on the Mangonel right now. Blue did shoot up to from like 25 on food to 46 on food. And is still going to try and hold this. But the Mangonel's gone down. The Mangonel won't take the Trebs. That's another suspect's castle now. He thought he was going to take these Trebuchets. You have to delete that castle, Blue. Delete it and back it up. I'm not saying this makes things much better for you. I'm not saying this isn't still buying you time. But pretty soon, Blue will be out of res where he even was on the hill. Stone and gold isn't exactly something he can take here. Can he get up to Imp somehow? He'll find some stone on this side. He found some golden stone on this side. He's got a relic. It just feels like Say My Name is about to take a really big fight that's just going to win the game. Having full armor on the Cavalier, having full attack and armor on the Skirms, and 4 Trebs should be crazy strong here, right? And Blue's still 2.5 minutes away from the Imperial Age. Another castle from Say My Name. It is truly incredible how he has just not had the hill that has been so important to others, and he has still played so well today to start the series. Like, that's crazy. Castle's down. Another castle from Blue. But this is where I expect a big fight from Say My Name. Honestly, you don't even need to, though. It's like another free castle, so just click that and stay. You don't actually need to dive. Just protect the Trebs again. Ballista Elephants should be a pretty decent unit combined with everything else. Say My Name, 70 on food. 70. I don't know how. Farms are everywhere. And who cares where the farms are placed, right? He's Khmer, so that's the amazing thing. The Treb's still being protected by the Ballistas, the Skirms, the Cavalier. And now Cavalier are going to start to raid, guys. The Cavalier raids are not something he is prepped to deal with. Not even close. TC will go down to the Cavalier. Say My Name. Just beasting. And he just made it look so easy in the mid game. He's just so adaptable. Because when I see Say My Name get to Castle Age, I just feel like he's comfortable. And this is a map that's all about Castle Age at the end of the day. Big raid does take down the TC and will kill some vills. All the Jean Bays move over. But that means there's not an army near the castle now. Blue has done a remarkable job to make it to the Imperial Age. Because things have not been going super well. He's hoping to keep this castle up, but castle should fall. Elite Ballista Elephant for Say My Name. And GG's called. There also was a random ballista elephant back here. There also is probably going to be some raids over here. Yeah, Say My Name wins the first game. And I think for Blue, a lot of that was based on the start, honestly. Like, if you want to go Jianbei, I think it's way more manageable to just open with scouts, match the Khmer player's scout number. It's certainly better for your economy. Focus on the walls and then play into Jianbei. But the Archer opening felt very odd to me. And it was just so easy for Say My Name to just open scouts, add some farms, and then switch. So that would be the thing I would question for Blue is, like, I'm not sure what you're expecting. Like, there's just not a lot of value with an Archer opening on this map, in my opinion, with a couple exceptions. So, I mean, he had the right idea of taking the middle, which Say My Name never did. But every other game I'm seeing, people don't realize there's these additional stones and golds. Say My Name found them everywhere. Like, he was all over them. This castle as well ended up being pretty good. All the castles just to protect woodlines and have enough. So, Say My Name's economy was fantastic there. Collected 6,000 more food and collected more gold than the guy who had the all-important hill. Certainly didn't collect more stone, but, like, Blue's push just came a little bit too late with those castles. We're here, game number 2. We have a relatively open generation of ravines here, and that's mainly based on the position. Now, they won't know this right now, but they're pretty close. Sometimes the players are going to be far away. I'd say about like 10, maybe 15% of the time, players can be close like this, so players do have to factor that into the equation. Blue is gone for the Jurchens. Remember, this is Say My Name's home map. Say My Name picked this map. You're able to go to someone else's home map if you want after a loss, but to go to someone else's home map after a loss is a pretty crazy statement. So obviously, that should be, in theory, a lesser chance of you winning this one. And it's risky because you could go down 2 games. You start with the outposts. You have lots of hunts. You have double berries. You have double gold. Usually, you're seeing players open with scouts and adapt. Now, in the previous round for Say My Name, he was up against Spanish, and he was also up against an underdog. And he correctly guessed that his opponent was going to try a Fast Castle Conquistador play, and he just went Fast Castle because it was so transparent what Spanish were going to do, because why would you pick them otherwise? And he went Fast Castle, he went Cav Archers, and he adapted very nicely. Now, Blue has a Civ that can go Feudal Age, that can play Scouts, that can play into Archers, that can play, you know, into a bunch of different things. But also, we've seen some Fast Castle shenanigans. Blue was able to steal a sheep. He's also going to scout the base right now, but we have seen Fast Castle Grenadiers. We have seen Fast Castle Fire Lancers. Like, they've got some unique units that you can try. And because you've got, because none of the livestock or hunt decays, you can take it like this super inefficiently, but it's still just as efficient. And you save a bit of food there. Blue is also going to try and steal an Ibex right now. Are you kidding me? Really, dude? Say My Name is like, really? That's what you're going to try? He's like, get out of here. And he's like, okay, I'll leave. And he's going to leave. Yeah, so someone wanted me to explain it like they were 5 for the draft. So you have a series of every draft is different at every tournament, but you have a series of bans before picks, most likely. With the maps I already explained, players will pick maps. You can actually play the opponent's home map if you wish to. It doesn't really matter. That just predetermines the maps that will be played for a series. For civs in this tournament, we've got 4 bans before any of the picks. So civs that are maybe really overpowered or civs that are uncomfortable, you can ban. And then you're picking, and you can only play with civs that are on your side. Only civs that you picked. So, yeah, hopefully that explanation makes sense. Might not make as much sense because we're in a game right now, but that's essentially it. So, again, like, Blue should know that they're close, and you might not want to go for a Fast Castle strat if the player who's likely coming aggressive against you is closer to you. But I'm guessing that was the strat. You could also argue it's better if you're close, because when you make it to Castle Age, you can kill them faster. So blue is definitely not going for a Feudal Age build. If I had to guess right now, I would say that this is probably Fast Castle and Lancers. But it's obviously quite risky to do this. I don't think Say My Name's expecting. I think it's the biggest thing here. Say My Name is expecting his opponent to just go scouts and adapt like him. But I think like scouts into fast archers is a way to punish this. If you make too many scouts against this, and a lot of players love to make scouts on this map, it can get really dangerous. Second lumber camp for Say My Name. He kind of needed that because the first lumber line is not great. Vietnamese do not cost wood, spend wood on their economic upgrades, so I think they should always go for the second lumber. And Say My Name's over here right now. And he's just kind of investigating, but we don't have loom at all for blue. So villager could be sniped. I think Say My Name's... He's going to notice that loom isn't in, and he might think about doubling back here once he sees Feudal Age. The scout might just turn around, go back to the wood line. Might be making him think a little bit. I don't know if Say My Name is up to date on some of these all-ins that people are trying with Jershins. Or any other civ for that matter. Again, that food is just like, it doesn't decay. So it's super efficient for you. That's why you're able to get through with this. Blue walls this now. Scout can still run through this way if it wants to. And now the alarm bells are going off in Say My Name's mind. Now he's like, what? What's going on here? There's the stable. So ironically, here he does go for Horse Collar. Talked about that in the previous game. I think if you know you're up against this, I think you need to go for a very fast archer range. So you get like 2 to 3 scouts, and you've like very fast 2 to 3 archers. Blue, you're not walled yet, my friends, but he's got the scout here, so that's fine. The scout here matches the opponent's scout. Blacksmith and market. We will see this stone sold to get enough gold to go Castle Age. And now blue is going to be on the way up. Sick build. This is exactly how you draw it up. So, okay, Say My Name. He doesn't know what he's up against, but his plan right now is to just go eco into Castle Age and play like Cav Archers or something. If blue needs the barracks, blue still has plenty of time for the barracks. That's the beauty of this build, is you don't actually need the barracks to do anything for a while. So he's just going to wait. Say My Name's adding farms. He'll be telling himself his eco will be superior. That his opponent won't be able to produce vills. All these different things you say to yourself to cope with the fear. But it's been awfully quiet here, right? Blue hasn't seen any movement. Blue hasn't seen any army. Blue is going to walk forward now. And blue has the right idea here. Say My Name is clearly playing eco into Castle Age. So you need to punish Say My Name for not making any army and build that barracks on the front. Right out of the vision of that outpost here. I think this is going to be Fire Lancers and Siege. I'd be surprised if it's Grenadiers at this point, but it could be Grenadiers. And we see Infantry Armor, which confirms my thoughts. Now Vills go to golds. There's actually still a decent amount of food left for blue, so Vills will always be produced as well. And that is a casual 13-10 castle time, guys. The blue sees the blacksmith. Blue sees where the gold is. Blue sees where the wood is as well. Unfortunately, you're going to be most likely going to be siege pushing a town center up the hill. Yeah, now Say My Name is here. Now Say My Name sees the villager. Say My Name scout is weak, though. And Say My Name scout will see the barracks, and now he sees the Fire Lancer. I mean, this is a relatively new unit. Does ACCM even know what in the world this thing does? I'm going to assume he does. He does still play the game a lot, but... This unit has a ranged attack first. And then it's like kind of like a pikeman, almost. And the Siege Workshop from blue. This is what I'm talking about. Did I say ACCM again? I'm so sorry. I'm tired, guys. And then you guys brought it up, and now it's like in my brain. It's not ACCM. It's Say My Name. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I've got ACCM on my mind. I have a crush on the guy. We've got Rams from Blue. Hopefully I don't call him Yellow, because that's another name for Say My Name, just to make this more confusing. And Fire Lancer's loading up into the Ram, and he is going to go for that stable now. Okay. I mean, that stable is going to go down so fast. We've got a Ram loaded with infantry on top of a hill. You do need to make sure you wall this. Some people don't wall the little bamboo on the edge of their blacksmith. I mean, this isn't walled enough. And if you try and wall it now, it's too late. And the units can eject and shoot you. Yeah, the units can eject from the Ram. All the units need to eject from the Ram right now. Blue is misplaying this. He needs to be out of the Ram. Oh, never mind. He's playing it fine. He's in. Oh, this is horrible for Say My Name. Blue says, I'm sorry. This is your home map? That's cute. This is my base now. He makes it through. He could take the market. All the eco was supposed to be safe back here. Say My Name has to run with everything. And so much for having a better economy. I mean, there's still some berries for food income back here for Blue. Blue could maybe take that. And Blue is even going for a siege tower now. Blue's basically going full Phosphorus style here. We've got a siege tower. You can put the units in the siege tower and wheel them around and be as annoying as possible. We've got a house here on this lumber camp, house on this lumber camp, just so there's vision on if that's ever being used. Market is down. I mean, Say My Name makes it to Castle Age. He can make cav archers out of one archer range. Imagine being Say My Name right now. You're like, what have they done to my game? He's been playing since the early 2000s. He's looking at this. He's like, what have these freaking devs done to Age of Empires? He's what, like 38 years old? He's like, I remember when this game used to be good. What is this crap? We got like a pikeman that shoots fire from distance. We've got a taxi running around my base. I mean, Blue can just hop out and then you insta-fire. And, yep, denies the range, kills the villagers. Back inside. You can hop out again. There we go. More villagers going down. This is so difficult for Say My Name. There's also a ram over here. There's more lancers. Villagers over there, too. Could maybe repair the ram last second. The repairs did come in, but too late. And then Siege Tower's like, oh, I can come help with that. Hop out. Bam! Back inside. This is the new Siege Tower meta, guys. They made the Siege Towers cheaper. It's kind of perfect for the Fire Lancers. I do actually think they will nerf the Siege Tower thing. It's comical how fast they move when infantry's inside. It's like ridiculous. It's faster than most things in the game. But Blue's played it well. Blue's up by 4 villagers. Has added some farms. Has added some economy. Maybe when he starts to focus on that, things could falter a little bit for him on the front. But yeah, Siege Tower, not a meme. Actually a good play here, especially with the Lancers. Now, due to some videos from some really weird guy who, we're not going to say his name, they actually made a change to units in Siege Towers. Like, I don't know, a couple months ago. So, again, I've never heard of the guy. This guy named Phosphorus. He would have Turk Janissaries and Rams, and he would have Malian Gebetto inside of Siege Towers. And they nerfed ranged units out of Siege Towers, so they can't immediately fire. But they didn't fix that for Lancers. So you're noticing when the Lancers hop out, it's like, bam, immediately, right? So, but Gebettos, there's a delay. Archers, there's a delay. Janissaries, there's a delay. Lancers, they insta-fire. So that is making it stronger with the Lancers. I think even without that, it's just been a really good build. The eco side, this is where you have to try and fix your economy. This is where it could get really messy. But he sees the cav archers are on the way. He will quick wall that. And he has done so much damage, guys. Like, he's taking down all the archer ranges. Say my name once more, CA. There's the siege tower again. He can hop out, maybe. Bam. Kills another Vil. Gets some damage. Can hop back inside and just wheel away. The cav archers actually made it into the back there. I don't know how much they killed. Looks like they killed a little bit. Cav archers here will be shot by the fire lancers. Eco for blue is looking a little bit rough. But thankfully for him, he has found Say My Name over here. And he will hop out again, and he will massacre these villagers. I don't think Say My Name is going to have anything left, guys. This is brutal. Again, you're telling yourself, at least my eco is better when you're playing against any type of all-in play. I'm not so sure your eco is better. Yeah, ridiculously effective. And the epic thing for blue is he will now have tied up the series, going to his opponent's home map to get the win. That's sick. I mean, assuming he finishes off the game now. He's only... I guess he's only ahead by 8 villagers. But he's got another siege tower. He's got more lancers, and he can just roll underneath the town center if he needs to. Yep, still a hole there. Loops around back. Look at all these houses here. So he could, like, see if his opponent comes back to any of these resources. That's kind of the smart thing about these houses. Hops out again. Gets back inside. Now, it seems like getting back inside the siege tower doesn't reset the attack on the lancers. Because that would be a bug. But still, it's like the fact that they instantly fire is pretty insane. It makes it tough to deal with. And siege towers also are... They have 100 pierce armor, so they like don't take any damage from range units. Now he's actually going to make a rocket cart. Maybe just pressure the TC. Numerfault says, what really upsets me is that they didn't bother fixing the Fire Lancer translation to German. They're basically called Fire Lance Riders, T90. Interesting. Well, I'm very sorry that bothers you. That doesn't affect me. So that's not as big an issue for me. But maybe worth mentioning on the Age of Empires website or something. Say My Name, continuing to convince himself that his eco is better. Continues to fight here. It's not looking too good. It's probably not feeling good. Another siege tower attack. More units hopping out. More units could go in. ACCM wondering what happened to my good old Age of Empires 2. What is this crap? And what a build from Blue. What a build. 46 Vils for him. Say My Name still... Did I say ACCM again? He's pulling an ACCM this time, though. He's not resigning. That was a joke. That was not intentional. God, what's wrong with me, man? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm really not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not awake yet. I haven't finished my coffee. But not resigning is pulling an ACCM. So, it fits. I mean, he saw his opponent had a second TC. I think he's just trying to fight. Just wants to work this game out of his system, right? As I always like to say, I would prefer to not think about this game the second I leave it. If you resign too early, it's still in your mind when you start the third game. Siege tower rolls into town again. Takes down the defensive siege. A nice shot there from Say My Name. He took down the rocket cart, but I mean, GG. What a build. What a build from Blue. Fire Lancer, Siege Tower, Ram. And I think it's the perfect all-in because Say My Name didn't expect it. Because Jurchens can do scouts as well. And Jurchens can play standard. So I'm sure if Say My Name ended up playing Jurchens, he would have just gone scouts into archers into cav archers. In the end, I think there were a couple things that were really key here for Blue. Too many people, when they go for this, they're too passive with their buildings. His recognition that Say My Name was not actually making any army and coming forward was sick. Building all this right in his opponent's face was so freaking sick. So I love that. If he built it up from home, it still could have maybe done some damage, but it wouldn't have been as fast. And he kept coming. He came in immediately with the ram. He rammed through that stable. He made it through the wall. Say my name. Ultimately, you cannot let them through that stone wall. You need a little bit more time. The fact that he had to relocate all of that eco so quickly just meant that he didn't have an eco advantage at all. So, GG. Well played from Blue. That's the preparation we're talking about, and that's what practice brings to the table, right? Not the first time that I've actually seen that, but still, you can't just show up and do that without a little bit of practice. Well played. Switch the colors again, and all right. So yeah, hopefully no DCs, hopefully no connection issues here. Unfortunately, we've had some bumps in the road here. But Say My Name is playing as the Mongols. Same deal. He's now going to his opponent's home map after losing. But Mongols are insane on this map, so I really like the choice. I think he needs to win this, though, guys. Because his civs feel a little off for both the final two maps. I think he can get one win there. Just based on civs, I think that would be woo on evacuation. If he loses this, then I feel like he's going to struggle on shoals. I think he's going to play Byzantines on shoals, and Byzantines aren't horrible, but I do not think that they can hit the timings like Blue can with the Dravidians there. And this is all me just assuming things. I'm assuming how things are going to play out. I could be very wrong. Look at this build from Blue. So your straggler trees on this map are also acacia trees, and acacia trees have 150 wood on them. Yes, you can give me a type of tree in Age of Empires 2, and I can tell you exactly how much wood is on it. That's how my brain works. No, I'm not proud of it, but acacia trees being a little bit chunkier, being a little bit thicker, means that you can do this. So he's going for the super early dock. Of course, you start with extra food as the Lithuanians. That's kind of the biggest reason why you can only do this with this civ. You could take the wood early instead of the food. And so that'll be a fishing ship or two before a lumber camp for Blue. And it's nice because he's going to take a lot of the food in the middle before it's contested. Say My Name is going to be finding deer, pushing deer. All right, chat. Predictions, guesses? How many deer are on the map? I'm going to go with 87. Keep in mind, I think 1 or 2 were eaten at this point. I'm going 80. I want to go 80. I'm going to go 80. No, I'm sticking with 87. Let me double click. 79. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I thought I had it. It seems like it's roughly around mid 80s now. Previous generations, it used to be more than that. But I guess Say My Name ate a couple. It was probably low 80s before I checked that. But Say My Name will come out here. What would be so sick is if Blue denies the dock. Okay, he sees the dock. He's getting Loom. I think he's getting Loom so we can go Vill Rush that, but maybe I'm wrong. It would be so crazy if he got that timing down where he kills this villager. Say My Name sees the fishing ship and we'll just attack that. Blue is pushing in deer. And Blue should probably go for the lumber camp next. Could add another fishing ship, though. Maybe one more fishing ship. And then lumber camp after you have 3 fishing ships. I mean, you've had more economic workers, so that's a way to maybe keep up with the Mongols. But I know a way to get a guaranteed lead with economic workers. That would be to get to Feudal Age fast and get a fire galley out here. But tough to do that against the Mongols when Say My Name is getting Loom and Say My Name already has Feudal Age queued. Mongols are insane. Mongols are just absolutely insane. And with 4 bans and a map with all this hunt, I think there's very strong arguments that Mongols should be banned every single time. But you could say the same about other maps. There's lots of strong strats available. Lots of comfort picks. I just think Say My Name, if there's a civ he's going to be comfortable with, it's going to be Mongols. It's going to be Huns. He is that type of player. Loves those classic Cav civs. Say My Name will probably just be going scouts here. That's what this build feels like. And his scout has not even moved forward at all. Blue might be interested in going scouts as well, but I'm keeping an eye on if any villagers head over to gold. Where's this villager going? Okay, just building the house for now. I just saw this boar there. Yeah, it's going to gold. So blue wants to go for at least more than one fire galley. I saw something really cool the other day, guys. It was from Monos. He wanted to go scouts, but he needed to make fire galleys. So he went out and he collected 50 gold. Actually, he collected 45 gold. Forget what it was, but he went... No, it would have been 40. Sorry, math is hard. So you have 50 gold after loom. And then to make 2 fire galleys, you need exactly 90 gold. So he just sent 4 vills, walked to a gold, got 10 gold from with each vill, took it to 90, and then he could make 2 fires. I think it's really good builds here. You see that from Say My Name. He started with a fire, and now he actually queues a demo. His plan is just to demo the fish, I guess. Because he doesn't want to fight that long term on the water. And there's Say My Name. Did I say ACCM again? Or what did I say? Oh my god, I'm second guessing myself. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. There's a stable. To be expected. And Spear is coming forward from blue. Because he was expecting this. I don't love the demo there. I can understand the reasoning. You're at least getting guaranteed kill on a fishing ship. But it should be pretty easy for blue. He'll kill those 2 fishing ships. And then his fishing ship will fish the 500 food remaining. But it's not... 500 food remaining is pretty inefficient. And it feels like the game is pretty tough for blue right now. Tough to manage. See what I mean? He's on gold, and he doesn't even need to make any more fire galleys. So the gold's... Villagers on gold aren't actually helping him with scouts or helping him with spears. Oh my god! Weak villager from Say My Name. Oh man, that guy should not have been out there. Damn, he should have been underneath the town center. Nice shot from blue. You have to check that, guys. You double check the HP there. That's not easy to do. You would not assume that there's going to be a villager that weak, and that was the only real weak one. So nice job from blue to get the snipe. So he'll be ahead on water. Now I'd say maybe needs to just worry about defending on land. Mongol should be sending out a lot of scouts. I say my name, scouts actually running into the fire galley damage there. So they'll be a little bit toasted by the time they make it to blue's base. Yeah, look, again. Bam. That's nice for blue. That's another benefit, I guess, to having the water is units will path towards you there. Blue is seemingly expecting this. Blue sees this. But blue's not completing that archer range easily. And blue is protecting over here with some spears. But blue does have one of the spearmen forward right now. So there's not actually a lot of defensive spears. And Say My Name is just like, all right, you're probably ready for me because your scouts are right there and everything. I'm just going to prevent your range from going up for now. Just to keep control. I think he'll go for his own archer range. And yes, he does. He's walling. He's not taking big risks with the hunt. He could have more villagers on hunt, to be honest with you. But if you do that, then your villagers are exposed. Man, this fire galley's been insane. He's hit like every scout in the group. Obviously took down the fish. We'll slowly take down the dock. Question for you guys, since we're talking about toasted. When it comes to campfire marshmallows, do you toast your marshmallows? Do you burn your marshmallows? Do you, what do you do? Describe the thought process behind marshmallows. Because I feel like this is a pretty contentious topic. Lightly toast. Okay, lightly toast. Who eats marshmallows? Okay, anyone who doesn't eat marshmallows around a campfire, just shut up for like 2 minutes and let's talk, all right? You're not allowed to give input. I do at campfires. I know that is an activity that many people could say is, you know, for children, but you know, I think it's fine. Say My Name has gone home. Say My Name is walling up. Saymyname will move out, though, because he'll be walled soon, and he'll feel comfortable to move out. Blue isn't walled yet. So blue not being walled means that Saymyname could do some damage. Someone in a Twitch chat says I'm too classy for a campfire. Too classy in a Twitch chat. What in the world? Okay, someone eats their marshmallows raw. Okay, that's weird. Someone burns them fully. That is super weird. Okay, so the reason I ask this is because my fiance, she burns her marshmallows. She just, like, literally the first time I ever was around a campfire with her, she just stuck the marshmallow into the flames and said, burn! Like, I honestly, right there, I thought she was gonna, like, murder me afterwards. I was like, that's the biggest red flag I've ever encountered in our entire 6-year relationship. Yeah, just into the fire, burn, and then, like, eats it. Now I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I take my time, man. I toast my marshmallows. I enjoy the experience. Yeah, I agree with you guys. That's nuts. But yeah, that was also like 4 months into our relationship, so that was almost it for me. That was almost a deal breaker. It was like, I don't know what's going on, but if you burn your marshmallows, you're probably gonna, like, I don't know, murder me in my sleep or something. You guys think I'm joking. I'm pretty sure I actually told her that. So, and both players are on the way to Castle Age. Saymyname has maintained a higher resources collected. And 2 ranges behind. So this feels like Cav Archers to me, man. Feels like it's definitely Cav Archers. And that's what the Mongols want. Mid-game Cav Archers is really nice. Also, I like this, bringing the scouts out. Scouts can go for that fire, get their revenge. Fire galleys will contest. I mean, the fish are pretty unimportant now, but it's still something. There's only 200 food left in the middle, but like we said, having the middle area can be pretty nice for your armies moving around. Saymyname seems pretty comfortable here. Blue's also adding another range. Blue has produced a couple extra archers here. It could be Lithuanian Cav Archers here. Just because the state of the game feels good for Cav Archers, not necessarily that Lithuanians have better bonuses. I'd say ideally you're on crossbow or at least elite skirm. Elite skirm Lithuanians, really, really fast skirms. I think that extra speed can be really nice. I'm really glad that you guys most of my chat agrees how marshmallows should be toasted at a campfire. So thank you. I will make sure to pass that information along. Archers engage. This is a fine time to take an engagement if you're either player. I would have liked to see Saymyname keep the scouts alive, though. You're going to lose your archers, but just maybe keep a scout alive. 1 scout alive is fine. Emu Warrior says I burn my marshmallows. Oh, well, of course you do, Emu. That doesn't surprise me. But everybody else, like, what are you doing? 3 ranges from Saymyname. This is the Mongol dream. This is the Mongol dream. Map with a lot of hunt. Fast start. You play relatively defensive as they're trying to solve whatever problems you're having. And then you just flood the map with Cav Archers. He actually sold this stone as well, so he's staying all in for a while. No second TC planned. Blue did get crossbow. He does have this little tiny group over here, which might be able to hit a wood line or something. This feels important. Because otherwise, Blue is just trying to go for Cav Archers as well, with 2 ranges, with the worst Cav Archer civ. He does have good eco. He does have horse collar. He does have 2 TCs. That gold is exposed. Saymyname won't see this. Saymyname will see this now. Loses 1 Vil. But the Cav Archers are around, and that's not a big enough crossbow mass to really threaten the Cav Archers long term. Losing 1 Vil there is fine. And I would deal with this as well. Just get rid of this as quickly as possible. Nice micro from Blue, though, using the extra range. It's really nice micro. And this means you know those cav archers aren't going to hit your base. You run to the corner. You can chill a little bit. Allows your cav archers to move forward. This could all give him some control back over the game. I just really have to question... Oh, man, he's really being sneaky, too. Say my name, can't find him. If it ends up being cav archer v cav archer, I just think blue is going to have a rough time. So, on paper at least, I think the ideal scenario would be the Lithuanian players on skirms. But he will also have ballistics. Oh, this is about to be the most frustrating thing. We've all been there. You're like, okay, he went home with the army, and then you run forward, and then those freaking crossbows hit your wood line again. It's like every single time. Like, I can think of a couple players who are really good at doing this. It feels like Say My Name is waiting, though. See, I don't do this. But I'm also, like, I don't have Say My Name's tournament pedigree and experience. It feels like he's waiting. He's like, you're going to show me your cav archers here. You're going to show me your crossbows. He gets Town Watch so he can see anything. He's still paranoid. He's like, wait a second. Where's that army going to be? Where's that army going to be? I'll drop a TC here. Does he see that? He sees it. That's really good heads-up play. I mean, it could have been worse. Loses one Vil. Loses two, actually, but now he'll clear this immediately. Yeah. Easy, easy clear. But, honestly, well played from blue. Because what has blue been able to do over the last couple minutes is boom like a madman. Third TC's coming up on that gold. Cav Archer count's pretty similar. Blue's got a bigger economy now. So, you know, this whole game's going to play out, and there will be a story written in the history books about this war. And no one is going to write about those crossbows. No one's going to write about these crossbows. The king will not allow that narrative. The king will want all the credit. But really, those crossbows have really affected the flow of the game. Those measly-peasly crossbows. Those forgotten crossbows. Feels like Say My Name is just paranoid, and he won't move out until he gets his TCs down. Like, now he's expecting to get hit on this side, and he's over here waiting for the pressure. I'm not loving Say My Name's eco setup right now. I mean, the golds are protected, but the wood line becomes a problem. But blue has the same situation. What are we doing out here without a town center, my friend? What is that? I mean, that's crazy. That's burning your marshmallows crazy. Mongol cav archers are here. Mongol cav archers fire faster. Both players have ballistics. Both players have armor. Much easier for the Mongols player. And again, that wood line's exposed right now. So if you lose this fight, you're going to lose your Vils. That's not what you want. But the micro from blue has been pretty good. Really good, actually. Blue still seems to have the numbers, and blue can actually hold that. Damn. I mean, we'll drop a market, I assume, to buy stone and then build a TC in here. But that micro was really good. And again, the macro is really good as well. Another archer range. I think the economy setup looks better for blue. Horse collars in for all the farms. It's just the wood situation. But that's what Jungle Swamp becomes. And Say My Name is going to drop a 4th TC now. I like that TC. I actually think I would prefer it slightly more this way. So you can take the stone, take the wood, and you can still take the gold with the mining camp on the back. But he doesn't have a lot of time to think about it, obviously. And 22 on food for Say My Name when he was on 3 before. So he's fixed that. Cav Archer count is identical. Cav Archer bonus is better for the Mongols. Always. Always better for the Mongols. It's like, this is okay for blue. Because you have the better economy and the slightly worse army. But eventually you do have to switch. And now is that time for him. Now is, I see the Elite Skirm upgrade. He moves forward. Say My Name attacks the market. And he's expecting that blue will know he's there. So he just runs back again. He doesn't see blue's army. He knows blue is there. Blue is actually coming home. Say My Name thinks blue is hitting his base. It's kind of funny. They're both just going different directions now. I like the fact that blue will wall this off a little bit. And, do have a lot on stone somewhere. Or Say My Name. Looks like in the back of his base. Cav archers find each other again in the middle. But once there's like 15 skirms on the map, and it's harder to boom and make skirms because skirms cost food. Once that happens, I mean, you don't even need 15, even just 10 in here. The tankiness of it really does tip the scales. And then Say My Name might need to consider some siege or something, or some knights. Siege feels like the way better play. Or his own skirms, but Mongols don't have skirm bonuses, so... Mods, someone in my chat just said mayonnaise on everything is a good combo. Can we ban them? I think everyone would understand that. On everything? On marshmallows? Burnt marshmallows? No way. Ugh. Ugh. Monk goes down. Say My Name's found a really good spot for damage. Blue will have to run home. This is not easy to defend, guys. That gate can go down right away. There might not be enough skirm production here. That gate's going down. Say My Name's going to run in. He doesn't see a big enough army there. The wood line's exposed. Blue needs to get home right now. Say My Name's just taking the fight against the skirms. He'll kill the skirms. Half his army's attacking houses, though, so he needs to sort that out. But, oh, this is so bad for Blue. This is so bad for Blue. But now Blue's like, it's my turn. It's my turn. I know you don't have your army at home. He will run in. Both players are about to take heavy losses. Blue is running into the TC, though. Blue is so distracted. Now he's committed. He's gone too far. He's gone too far. But now there's another town center. Crazy times. There's still a lot of open areas, though. So Blue running through is probably a good move in the end. Killing just as many villagers. Idling just as many villagers. And then he has skirms. And if he has skirms, as he goes for a triple market... What? Triple market wall with the skirms. He can keep the cav archers here. He can kill most of these cav archers, hopefully anyways. And Say My Name has not been able to kill this yet. Though there will be some siege and there will be some cav archers here. Honestly, though, Mongol CA. The Mongol cav archers are so good. It's so tough for Blue to get the numbers of skirms he needs to kill these. It's still a really close game. Like, I mean, the highlight would have been sick with the market, but at the end of the day, he did that and he still has 1,000 wood, so he's not able to spend his res like he needs to. But the TC, oh man, TC does a lot of damage. The following skirms will do a lot of damage. And Blue comes home with some CA, but that was intense stuff right there. So, Vill count will be pretty much even after this. Say My Name killed a lot with that. Say My Name did get shifted off some resources he would have wanted, though. And he also isn't getting any relics. So Blue, as the Lithuanian player, will have at least 2 relics, I think. And Blue sees the cav archers coming this way. Must be so annoyed with this right now. Like, how have these cav archers done so much damage? They're killing so many villagers before they die. Look at him click. Look at him micro right now. Saving what he can. I mean, wouldn't you try and dance like that? If you were a lumberjack, I think I would. I definitely don't have the moves, so I would die, but... Imp's on the way for Blue. 102 villagers. It's 106 villagers for Say My Name. But Say My Name has a lot of siege. Like, he panic queued up siege at home in that earlier moment. If he rolls forward with the siege now... Imagine if he had the siege here, it'd be very strong. It just kind of feels like the siege doesn't do too much for him right now. Stables now for Blue. I think I'll go Cavalier. I would do it because you have 3 relics. You get extra attack on your cav per relic. And also, like, Cavalier feels pretty natural anyways. Skirm Cavalier is probably what you want. Another big raid from Say My Name. Say My Name will also go Imp soon. And another Siege Workshop? He wanted his second build? No, I don't know why he did that. I thought it was trying to build his second building, and he forgot he had a Siege Workshop. Well, either way, he's going to take the stone now. Oh, his cav archers are trying to be sneaky again. And he will run away. Has he just been trapped? No, okay. I would be making demos right now in these docks, just in case. It feels like blue is going to take the north. It feels like blue has an easy access to raid this area. And then he's also building a castle in the south. This is another series I'm seeing blue get treadmill crane early. No one's getting treadmill crane, but they made it cheaper and it makes your buildings build faster, so I think it's a good upgrade to get. So I have a castle down here protecting this gold and this side of his base. He'll have a castle up here kind of protecting this whole area of his base, which has been raided a lot. He's an imp 90 seconds faster. These are good signs for blue. The only thing that blue would have maybe needed up here is an outpost first, because that is a lot of mangonels. And the thing is, he hasn't seen the siege. So he's not... no one's expecting 5 mangonels. That's like super random. But yeah, here it comes. Oh, but this... oh, this is so good for blue! The knights will go into the mangonels. The cav archers need to go protect, but the cav archers get found by the skirms. This could be a GG play. The skirms can never escape, guys. The skirms can never... or, no, sorry, the skirms can escape just fine. The cav archers can never escape. All the siege is gone. Like, look, if you need to run, you need to run into a castle now. You need to run into knights and into these skirms. And nice quick wall there from blue, so the units will path into the castle. He needs another house. He needs another house. Doesn't get it. Okay, so some of the units get away, but that's a crazy fight. That's horrible for Say My Name. That is just horrible. And he runs into the Cavalier now that have the +4 attack for free for the relics. The units all path this way. And blue, with a crazy army lead at least. He's also making a Treb already. If that Treb rolls forward, he'll see the castle. And man, that castle might not even complete. I mean, you probably want to Treb and deny the castle, because you can kill the Vills. I mean, this is ideal, right? Say My Name will never complete this. And he's built a lot of it. This feels over, man. Paladin is on the way? Paladin is on the way. Okay. Yeah, that's about as Doubt Castle as you'll ever see. And that's at 75%. The Paladin will be in a moment. And the eco is just so weak for Say My Name after these losses. But it's really the army. He had like 50 cav archers. Maybe he's able to take some fights. 50 cav archers with light cav with Mongols is still really strong. These are just some villagers. Also, blue's just sitting there. Blue could get the 5th relic. Right off ACC. Say My Name's nose. I am not saying ACCM again. I am not saying ACCM. This is Say My Name. Castle goes down. So talk about a waste of stone, because he built that. And then he also repaired that. The monk does die. But the thing is, the skirms can get even stronger. The paladins can get even stronger. Hasn't had to research any attack upgrades yet. So once the attack upgrades are in, once armor's in for the skirms, once the unique tech comes in as well, to add extra armor to the skirms, like, this is tough. And these trebs just target on the next castle. Say My Name. Probably can't believe it when he sees Paladin. He will send his light cav after those trebs, but it's too late. Castle's down. Cav archers and Mangadai get pushed back. Eco's exposed. You can lose these trebs and be happy with everything that's happened already if you're blue. Blue has paladins over here now. He's picked up the relic again, which is crazy. And paladins are just going to be spreading out into the eco. I see a castle foundation here. I assume blue has more villagers on the way, and he does. 14 villagers on the way to join up with their 2 friends to finish that castle. Well played from blue to beat the Mongols. To allow the Mongols in the draft, too, right? Like, this was the first pick for Say My Name. It's a civ that does so well on this map, but he's been able to hang with him. This, this could be an issue. He's going for the market play again to try and block stuff off. I mean, if his castle goes up, it's fine. Castle gets denied, it's not. Say My Name is focusing the vills. He's focusing the vills. It's denied. 88%. But, I mean, he still destroyed the TC here. And he'll destroy another TC. And Say My Name has so little remaining now. Still Paladins that can get into the back of his eco. Still doesn't have Elite Mangudai. Will struggle massively on only 2 castles to make enough Mangudai for this to be enough. And I like how blue immediately runs over here. We'll take this gold. Just take it while you can, right? There were villagers on this gold that went forward to build the castle. That was maybe a little too ambitious. Blue does have to be careful. Paladins aren't cheap, so running underneath castle fire is a little rough. But this is good. These Paladins have made their way back here. They'll get the kills. Nuking the town centers is a perfect play here. That's where those villagers are going to be, right? It's true. The ACCM rule is he will not resign until he is 5,000 score behind. Have we seen Say My Name and ACCM in the same room today? Maybe we have an imposter situation. They are actually both playing. They were both playing at the same time earlier, so it can't be the same person. Skirms and Paladins will win this fight. Another castle from blue. This one is not to be denied. Trebuchet is now in the middle. We'll focus on this castle. This castle could actually still be sneakily completed if villagers ran over here, but you don't need to do it now. And the Paladins have +6 attack, so they have 20 attack and 180 HP, and blue wins the game. And guys, I've been telling you, man, this blue player is really, really good. He's really prepared. I know Say My Name's got the name. I know you're all going to say it. And I know he's the 1 seed, but I think he's a vulnerable 1 seed in this bracket. Blue needs 1 more win, and he moves into the final of the group. Of course, loser again does still go into Silver League, but yeah, exciting result there from blue. That was really good. I think for me, it was just his eco. It was just his macro. Like, he was so quick to some upgrades and getting those TCs down. I mean, Lithuanians are better at that, of course. But crazy food and gold count there. And then to get the relics, too, to have, like, some defense in some areas, to get the castles up. Like, none of that stuff is easy, so. Now, my worry for Say My Name is not that he can get 1 win. I think he can get 1 win. I think we can get a Game 5 out of this series. But can he get 2 based on the draft? Because my feeling is he screwed up his draft a little bit, and there might be a civ that he's not too comfortable playing. We'll see. All right, welcome, guys. So, Game 4. Now, this is the one where Say My Name's got a good draft. This is the one where he's definitely got a definite game plan. I love the Woo here. I think Woo is definitely one of the best civs. Now, I also think Dravidians are one of the better civilizations here. Dravidians are better economically in some ways, worse in others, but I just think the Woo regenerating Man-at-Arms is just brutal to deal with here. So I think priority number 1 for blue is you actually want to engage, and you want to kill the Man-at-Arms. You want Man-at-Arm v Man-at-Arm. You do not want your Man-at-Arms to be going into the opponent's base, because your Man-at-Arms receive damage. That damage stays. The Woo Man-at-Arms will receive a little bit of damage from archers. They could just run away and come back full HP. So the regenerating HP is like the biggest thing with the Woo. Obviously, the map is evacuation. Eventually, players are going to have to leave and move out here to the bigger woodlines and the berries and whatever else is out there. There are also cows out here, which you can find with your scout right now, and Say My Name is doing that. Blue is doing that. So both players going to be fighting over these cows for now. Superhero says, so you mean there's a chance? Yeah, there's a chance, man. Ooh, nice hit there from Say My Name. He gets the first hit, and there's no hills out here. He actually gets 2 hits over him now. So now, what I would do is I would not chase. I would not look for cows. I would just chase this. and say, okay, well, I'm not letting you get cows. I already have a cow. And, I mean, that's actually a saying. Blue might have a cow because you can't look for cows. Blue knows there's at least elevation in the middle, so I guess is running this way. We'll try and find a hill for damage. But that really slows blue down. Yep, gets to the hill, gets some hits. But now Say My Name leaves the hill. And now Say My Name's not really chasing. Okay. T90, have you thought of evacuation with regicide? It may lead to interesting king scrambles. Well, the kings would probably be the cow collectors then, right? Scout would be used in the middle, and then kings would be out here running around. It just doesn't feel like a regicide map. I mean, obviously it would be like kind of exciting, but it doesn't feel fitting competitively, at least, to do that. I would say regicide's probably more suited for other maps. But it's a fun idea. And blue will dock over here. Now, if you're docking here, this tells me you're going to be going for some water focus, which can always happen, but when you dock like this means it'll come earlier than normal. And then Say My Name is docking here. Now, he should know there's no deep fish in this area, but this tells me that he's expecting to be pressured on water. I still would actually prefer the dock over here. I think there's more deep fish around, but assuming he finds these, this dock is still kind of sneaky and fine. The T90, how about no scout and just kings? No scout and just kings. That would be interesting. I'll never forget from when we did Regicide Arabia. And I think it was Hidden Cup 1. And this player used their king to block an opponent's villager bringing in a boar and lame and kill it. And I already had my suspicions that individual was MBL. And that confirmed it in my mind. I'm like, nobody uses their king next to someone else's TC to lame and actually gets away with it. So if I'm remembering correctly, I think that ended up being MBL versus Doubts. I think. So this is when the barracks should be coming up. But blue could maybe avoid doing that. I think blue might try and wall. Might try and wall to the shoreline. Is going to the outside to evacuate now. Say My Name's barracks should be coming up any second now on the front of his base. And that should be it. Has the wood line here. Bringing some cows back right now. His scouting shows him this wood line. He didn't scout any of this. So scouting this would have been nice for a sneakier lumber camp. But it's almost better to have the lumber camp here, because then you're in front of and protecting the berries as well. Scout goes down there for blue. That hurts. That hurts. Especially because the TC positions are kind of fixed, right? So I think that's just some pathing, maybe from the two houses here. Or maybe just loss of focus, but now you can't track the militia. And he's not going for militia himself either. He's going for walls, and he's hoping for fast archers. Say My Name has the scout, looking to tie it up here. Wampa Stompa, thank you for the prime, by the way. Thank you. Thanks for dropping that. Theo says, hello, Mr. T90. How are you today? I'm good. I've been misspeaking a lot, and my chat has reminded me every single time. So that's not good. But beyond that, I'm good. Second dock for blue. Yeah, blue wants to have the water. And here come the militia from Say My Name and the Man-at-Arms upgrade. Say My Name didn't actually see the wall here. But his units would path weirdly if he clicked behind. Yeah, so there's the pathing I'm talking about. So now he'll see the wall. Here's my thing, though, guys. I think with experience, you should know this is cracked terrain. And if you get on this hill, that house goes down really fast. Now, blue doesn't have the scouting, so I guess in blue's mind, like, this is way harder for blue because he doesn't know where the units are going to be coming from. Like, even out here, he had to wall just in case. And even that's about to be overchopped, but I still don't hate just attacking the house there. Any building on cracked terrain takes 25% more damage. Yeah, exactly. So Man-at-Arms with Arson just completely shred buildings on this map. Saymyname has added a fire galley. Now, he never scouted the docks, so he doesn't know where to go, but it feels like the natural thing to do, at least defensively. He's checking the outside now with his scout. And I don't know what's going on there, but we just have more palisades because the vills were getting blocked. So now the Man-at-Arms will come this way. But they're looping back to this wood line. Blue doesn't have the scouting. Blue is paranoid about this. And these Man-at-Arms are going to come in. And Blue has his archers prepared over on this side. And because of no scout, the Man-at-Arms will get here. And that's one dead vill. And it could be two, because that guy has a death wish on the other side. I mean, yeah, you can't even fight back the scout there. Really strong start for saymyname. And then, like I said, it's like, if these Man-at-Arms take any damage, they slowly regen. They didn't take any damage yet. But it's just super nice. You need to be patient. You need to change how you use Man-at-Arms when you're playing with the Wu. I think the regen is so overpowered. The fact that you also get food income from building your docks and your barracks is so nice for maps like this. The regen's not insanely fast right now. It's still only 10 HP per minute. But yeah, you still just need to keep these things alive and back up. Here come the range units from saymyname. Saymyname is going to send range units to the outside. Blue should tower this, though. Like, you're already walled here. You have the archers here. Your opponent's going to go for a follow-up. You really need to have a tower here. Most people already have it being built. So I'm a little surprised. He will kill the Man-at-Arms, though. He'll kill them pretty quickly here. So that's a really nice job. He also is finding the fish. Now, there's not a lot to work with there for saymyname. But he's also added a lot of fishing ships as well. So he's up to 6 or 7 fishing ships. As long as he doesn't take damage here, he's fine. But guess what? He's going to take damage here. His archers were chasing down the Man-at-Arms. He didn't think about the outside. He's been so focused on the middle. And he's been so focused on the water. And that's one villager down already. It's going to be at least 2, if not more. Should be all 4, because the archers are still not here. And then more villagers are joining to die. It's a death rave. Let's go. Oons, oons, oons. Yikes. Well, that evens out the game, because the fishing economy for blue is fantastic. 3 archers run this way. And they did more than enough. They don't need to do anything else. They could be happy with that. Still, it's actually an even game now. Blue will be very upset with himself that happened. I've gotten very used to people just towering here preemptively. And it's not like he ever needed a tower here. Sometimes you're like, okay, I can only build 1 tower. Everywhere's exposed. I don't know where to go, right? But here it was clear. You're walled here. You have your army here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't lose her. Don't lose her. Don't lose her. Okay. Archer saved the day. She's fine. Farming eco is up for saymyname. Has 4 fire galleys now. And is patrolling this way. And feels like as Blue is trying to stabilize on land, Blue didn't really expect that saymyname was going to be coming back so heavily onto water. So Blue, the really nice position on water here. But the micro hasn't been ideal. With better micro, Blue will clear this. And now Blue has archers here! Blue has archers here! ACCM has snuck right past the TC. And he knows that Blue is microing here. And I guess Blue is also microing here. And Blue is also microing here. But Blue is not microing and Blue is not looking here. Oh my God, dude. Did I say ACCM again? They're both dying right now. They're both like, oh my God, I just won the game. They both think they won the game. I don't know about won the game. Blue didn't actually kill that much. I don't know what I said, chat. Just look at the freaking game and don't listen to my words for once, okay? The casting's really not important here. It's all about the death and the misery and the destruction. Blue is on the way to Castle Age. Archers are looping in this way from saymyname. I mean, we know the one villager's weak in there. Villagers are going to fight back. Saymayname's going for the archers first. Crazy good micro. Crazy game. Especially from Say My Name, who's done so much damage to Blue's eco. But he still hasn't clicked up yet. He's not Dravidians with fishing ships. Castle Age can make a big difference here. So, I mean, Blue could maybe hold on here. 15-2 eco KD for Say My Name. Obviously has to win this game, has to win the next, where he is just a silver player. Formerly gold, formerly platinum. Well, I guess the order would be formerly platinum, then formerly gold. Could get back to gold in this bracket, but if you lose here, you are silver. I mean, Blue's resources look very nice. And that extra 200 wood is going to feel really good. So I think crossbow, like getting crossbow and bodkin, even with 5 units, could be insane here. Knowing Say My Name, he's probably going to sneak in and get some damage, but... Blue runs forward. Blue hits this wood line. That is not a very pretty wood line for Say My Name to protect. And then Say My Name might just have better eco in here, but is that good eco? I don't know. Say My Name is looking to sneak. He sees his opponent is in Castle Age. Probably can't believe it after the damage he's done. Here comes the army from Blue. Blue's going for War Galley. And Blue's going for crossbow. But can't afford bodkin then. I like the outpost here, so you've no more surprises. I like the crossbow damage there. Crossbow's already killed the Vil. Sorry I missed it. Say My Name is going to sneak back in here in a second. Right when everything else is starting to happen, because he's losing over here. But Blue saw that. And Blue will have crossbows chasing that. And Blue will have crossbows here. That wood line's not looking very good for Say My Name. As a brutal wood line to have to re-lumber camp on. He needs some army over here now. He needs to bail on this. He needs to back away. He needs some army. He's about to be in castle. Send this army over to clear it up, and you're probably fine. The big reason that Blue picked Dravidians is so he can have the fish boom. So that's why I like Blue's focus there. Dravidian fishing is extremely strong. And crossbow and bodkin on the way for Say My Name, but nice shot from Blue. Again, Blue has the potential to fish. And with that War Galley upgrade, what you can do is you kill the fish, but then you have units on the crossing, like a demo or something there, to stop units from coming over. So winning water on this map is crazy strong for that reason. And Say My Name knows it, and Say My Name will also go for War Galley to upgrade. Say My Name still has the crossbows here. Blue still has the crossbows here. Blue will need to track that. And now, protecting his own units, Blue can run to the starting area. And now Say My Name gets pushed off of gold. He's not taking gold anywhere else, so he will not be on gold for a bit. I'm also not seeing a market anywhere. And Blue is going to clear this. Blue can defend. And Say My Name cannot defend very easily. He can't get its units back over here. His units are trapped, guys. Well, now they're coming back. I think he just really missed those units. He had the units here. He just completely lost track of this group from Blue. Amazing recovery from Blue. There is a Jean Swordsman, though, on the gold. There's a Jean Swordsman going into the wood line. This is the unit that is so tough to deal with in Castle Age when you're playing against the Wu. These Vils are running, but Blue's got other things to look at right now. Blue doesn't have much of an army to deal with this. He's made a militia. Militia's there to save the day. Villagers are like, screw you, dude. We can handle this. Weird little maze escape situation for Say My Name through the middle. Now Blue is on the wood line with ballistics and bodkin arrow. Say My Name gets hit again. I mean, look at the eco situations. Now the villagers are running. Now the militia dies to the fire. The fires can kill more Vils. Say My Name is still trying to escape with these Vils. He might actually save them. And he's building a TC out here. This is complete chaos. And he clears there, dude. He clears there. What in the world is this game? Such a crazy game. Both economies are so bad. Say My Name knows these crossbows could come. He is building a tower there. Oh my god, they're both actually out of gold right now. They're not taking any gold. Blue can take this gold, but he needs wood for a mining camp. I think Blue having a market is good. To at least be able to buy and sell a little bit. And I'm always going to lean towards the player who has the fish, but I mean, the fish might not be around anymore. That should be, these should be dead fishing ships. At least one of them. Holy poverty, Batman. This is... Their economies are trash. Their economies are awful. But I think it's slightly better for Blue. Just slightly. Like, having this area up here is so nice. It's so much better than Say My Name situation on this TC. Say My Name just didn't focus enough on defense. And we do have more crossbowmen for Blue. Blue also has bow saw, which I guess so does Say My Name, but ballistics being in is nice. T90, can you please show the original TC for ACCM? I'm sorry, but ACCM's not playing in this game. Are you perhaps confusing ACCM with Say My Name? They're two entirely different people, okay? Believe it or not. Nice try, though. Say My Name's got the score lead. Population's even, but I'm seeing the third town center now for Blue. Blue is slowly gaining in the lead. Is probably going to be the player who has the water control. Say My Name is struggling. And honestly, my prediction, my read on this series was that Blue would have trained like crazy. I know Blue is trained like crazy. I don't necessarily know about Say My Name. I kind of feel like Say My Name's just been able to show up and do well. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did multiple practice sets a day or something. But on a map that is this complex and can be this chaotic, this is where a little bit of that transition experience comes in. That eco's starting to kick in right now for Blue. Crossbows are over here again. They can't cross because the fire galleys are there. Crossbows are going this way now from Say My Name, who will also have ballistics. This town center position from Blue is top tier, though. It's on the other side of the stone. It blocks the opening, and this wood line actually prevents any movement that direction as well. If he walls this, yeah, he's going to do it now. If he walls this, the units can't actually pass. That's a sick wall. And look at the evacuation now. Everybody get out! Everybody get out! Yep, you run over here, take some gold. He's taking boars, he's taking deer. Probably still needs to farm, of course. Eco's still similar. Say My Name might run through. Oh, he waits! He waits! That's so good. He waits like a second or two so we can get in there, and now it's way harder for Blue. And oh, Blue thought he was safe. Blue thought he was safe. That's so good. I believe that's intentional to just delay the attack so the opponent doesn't get the attack notification. And now he's through. Oh, man. I mean, great damage. It'll actually be cleared. Luckily, Blue had some army here, but that's still really nice play from ACCM. Say My Name, chat. You're making it worse. You're making it worse. Look at my chat, and everyone's saying ACCM, and it's in my head. Oh, my freaking God, bro. I hate you guys. Ugh. I'm so sorry. Blue now 64 eco. Say My Name with 62. It's 3 TCs for Say My Name. Feels like we could easily get to the Imperial Age with how even the game is now. I mean, Blue is more crossbows, but those crossbows aren't exactly going to do damage immediately. And nice job from Say My Name to still focus on water. Because, for 2 reasons. First, obviously, the fish, which there's not really too much going on right now. But then I think the crossings. Like, right here, you could see Blue just sat a demo there. Sure, he only killed 1 unit, but next time it might be more. Like, that's what having the water control can do here. Which civs late game do we prefer here, chat? The Dravidians or the Wu? I feel like I prefer the Wu for the traction trebs. But I think it's fairly close. I just think traction trebs beat Bombard Cannon. And then Wu's unique tech with the extra projectiles, Sitting Tiger, is really strong there. Oh my... Bro? What is he doing? My friend, you have to be careful, okay? At least he has the fire ship on the front. But there could be ships here. There could be things here. One thing is I'm certain on, saymyname will never expect this. Saymyname is expecting the crossbows to move through this area or this area, and that he would spot it. This is great. That is really smart. He gets there faster, I guess, right? Here he goes. Saymyname is expecting to have encountered the army if it was going to be here. But saymyname will snipe a villager again. Snipe these two crossbows. But here's a castle from Blue. I don't know about that. But then again, the Jan swordsmen don't have full armor yet. So crossbows could maybe deal with this. They're still so good against archers. But without the full armor, I think the crossbows can focus this down. There's more crossbows coming this way. Oh, God. Where's the transport? Call the transport back. Call the transport back. Call it back. Bring it back. This is not good. This is not good. Saymyname. 85 eco. More army. Blue. 75 eco. His army's dying. Jan swordsmen are the truth. These villagers are running back. This castle foundation is just sitting there vacant. Saymyname is winning this game. Game number 4. Must win game. And things are looking great. And now actually he can go for a castle. And he's going to do it. And he's not going to do it with 5 vills. People, the only people who would build a castle with 5 vills on the front are people who have 4 characters in their name. Doubt is one of them. Blue is apparently one of them. But Saymyname's got, well, how many characters we got here? We got, okay, chat, I get it. I'm realizing there's a lot of players with only 4 characters in their name now. So maybe that joke is bad. ACCM! ACCM sure would. Yes, he would. Don't ask me what happens with someone who has 3 characters in their name. Well, that's a really forward castle. That is a crazy aggressive castle. There is already a castle here from Blue, so... This game could swing back. If Blue can somehow click up to Imp, and he's just done so... In that town center... Bro! Pick another one! How about the one that's not underneath the castle? Oh... Well, I mean, if you can make it to Imp and make Trebs, that's great, but I don't know. The countdown is on. That castle's doing so much damage to the TC, and he will be busy. He will be looking here. He'll be defending from the Jan swordsman and the crossbows. I'm doing the math. And full transparency, I really suck at math. I think he'll make it to Imp. It honestly comes down to if Saymyname puts any units in the castle. I mean, hold on. No. He just hit 50% to Imp. And the TC's already 50% of the way down. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. And I mean, if he doesn't, I mean, Saymyname's not on the way up. Saymyname's got a bigger eco. Oh, no. Okay, mathematicians are in my chat. They're telling me they'll make it. I don't know. 85%? 88%? Wait, he's bringing a Vil to repair? Bringing a Vil to repair? She's not repairing. She's not repairing. She is not repairing. She is not repairing. She is not repairing. Never a doubt. Okay. Calculated. Calculated. Blue is up. Blue has made it to Imp. GC is now down. Upgrades are coming in. I mean, with Imp upgrades on ranged units, the Jean Swordsman will probably go down. But, I mean, the eco for Say My Name is ridiculous behind this now. It is absolutely insane. He also can break through here and raid here. He's just going to dive now because he knows his opponent's up. He just wants to kill as much as possible. I mean, is Bracer even enough against these things? I think the eco harassment is fine. What a crazy raid here from Say My Name. I thought he would go Imp. But he stayed in Castle Age. He made a bunch of Jean Swordsmen. He's doing tons of damage now. He will probably lose this castle, but I think it's worth it. You just make another castle. Get more golds. Get more stone. Your eco's going to be so far ahead, you can just spam more Jean Swordsmen. He's going to be in on this side, so he's going to continue to come in with raids. These things are so strong. 7 Pierce Armor. I mean, I guess they're still only getting 1 damage a hit in Castle Age. So, Bracer didn't actually change anything. Right? Because you're doing 7 damage before. So, yeah, it didn't actually change the fight at all, which is interesting. I mean, Blue's down to 65 ills. And it's 130 for Say My Name. Feels like we're going to a game 5. And guys, the Civ that I thought was like clearly the best on Shoals for Blue was the Dravidians. He's got Koreans. I think we might be looking at like Koreans versus Byzantines or something there. Which might be pretty close. Say My Name is properly cooking here. Farms everywhere. Raids everywhere. Death everywhere. And now Horse Collar. That's funny. Yeah, maybe missed a little couple details here, but Horse Collar, he's like, Horse Collar overrated. I just don't know what Blue can do here. I mean, the Jean Swordsman get even stronger. He has no food. Say My Name's just been repairing this castle to give himself time. If you don't have food, you can't switch to Champ, and Champ is what you need against these Jean Swordsmen. What a series, man. What a crazy, 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 crazy series. And what a turnaround from Say My Name. Honestly, it was a nice turnaround from Blue, because Blue lost a lot of eco. I guess Say My Name's always been ahead. But yeah, this is a big group of Jean Swordsmen coming in this way. This is the group that Blue is looking at because he's walling it out to save the Trebs. That's a nice wall, but my friend, everything back here will die. Everything will die. And these units, they didn't even die. This unit is so OP. I know he's not on Arbalest, but still. It's a Huskarl from a barracks that regenerates. Look at the resources for Say My Name. He can make them all day. More villagers getting sniped. More Arbalest getting sniped. More villagers getting sniped. Blue can't believe it. But I'm sure he's realizing now he is pretty much dead. He cannot push this. Pushing this is impossible. You move out for a second, the Jean Swordsman will take your Trebs. These pesky little Jean Swordsmen just continue to raid. And now they regenerate 30 HP per minute. So the regenerating is actually insane now. I mean, Blue's going to try push. He's been spotted now, so I guess walls are his best friend. The Jean Swordsmen are well and truly everywhere. He does get them quick walls down, so that's nice. All right, well played. We'll go for the siege workshops here. So all you have to do is you have to repeat this step 10 more times to get to Say My Name's base. That's it. Because you can't actually do anything without castles and walls. It's a wall builder scenario, and Yeah, the swordsmen get in. The trebs will get sniped. The castle, if it completes, not really important at this point because there will be attraction trebs behind going for the castle. And another group of Jean swordsmen coming in. But at this point, guys, even if you think Jean swordsmen are OP, whatever, not important. Say My Name has outboomed him. He has outclassed him. He's taken control of everything. And Say My Name ties it up 2-2. Loser is in the 10K Silver League next year, early in the year, so a couple months away. Winner moves into a series to potentially make it to gold. So still a long road ahead, but damn, what a fun series here. That was so cool to see the difference in the eco KD early and see that game still be even was awesome. But once Say My Name gets into his groove with his town centers there, man, with a little bit of army to raid, ends up being really good. It actually was the Jean Swordsman that changed the game, by the way. They were both going crossbow, and then it was close, and then a couple Jean Swordsmen pop out, and they just completely changed the fight. Like that fight in Castle Age, I think that was the key moment when Blue went for the transport. I think if he just chilled and just boomed, and didn't send Vills forward and didn't go for a forward castle, would have been fine. Luckily, he made it to Imp. I mean, he would have lost this game if he didn't make it to Imp, but did not matter. All right. So, game number 5. Who's going to take it? We've got Byzantines for Say My Name, and we've got Blue playing as the Koreans. This is an important game. I'm double-checking to see if there's any bugs or anything real quick. There's always going to be some awkward golds. Golds are a bit better for Say My Name here. A Fisher underneath the tower, which you need to have. That's there. Yeah, this gold's awkward, but not a re. It just kind of happens from time to time on this map. You only have 4 tiles of gold near your base, so the golds are important. Usually you've got one that's like outside of an area you could wall, kind of like this, and then one in a little pocket of space that you could wall like this. Now, Say My Name has Byzantines, which is one of the best civilizations in the late game, and it does normally go late on this map. It's also a civ that's really good if you don't have gold, because you have cheap skirms, cheap spears, cheap camels. I don't think camels are necessarily that helpful here in this matchup. And Koreans also have cheaper spears and skirms because of their range, shoulders, and infantry costs being cheaper. So there's actually a discounted play for both. Neither civ has a crazy eco to really work with. The only Korean eco bonus would be stone miners work faster. That's not as exciting as other bonuses. They do also have cheaper ships. So if we are going to see them contest for water, I think Koreans would be better there. But in the Imperial Age, Byzantines can be really tough to beat. And even with their fires in Castle Age, it could be really tough to beat there too. So you got 2 options as far as I'm concerned. You have option A, build a dock, add fish, don't really do anything on water for a while, and go fast castle. Then on the back of that, there's a couple things you can do. You can add fire galleys in castle and boom. Or you can just straight boom. And option B, the initial build would be you go for the water, you go Feudal Age, you go galleys to try and snipe some fish, and then you add fish behind. And then you adapt behind that to whatever your opponent's doing. Those are really the things that we're seeing people do. But obviously, you got to make a move for these golds eventually. And I think with Koreans having guard tower for free, the Korean players should be very aware of what the Byzantine player is doing at all times and think about tower pushing or preventing any expansion to the golds. But guys, this is game 5. You have to be ready for things to get messy and just send some vills to the other side, right? Let's say they both encounter each other in the north, and then Blue builds a tower and Say My Name feels stuck. You can't just sit there and be like, oh no, I don't have gold. Let's just sell wood now. No. Just run over here. Like, just run to the other side if that happens. Usually players can't have both sides locked down at once, right? So that, I think we might see a moment where they've got to do that. Players have done a great job starting games. I've also been hydrating, so I'm going to step away for a minute here. Very anti-hype game 5, I know, but it's all right. My Twitch chat knows everything. I'll be right back. I'm expecting we'll see a little bit of a fast feudal here from Blue. I think Say My Name will go fast castle, but just give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Back to ruin your piece. First message I saw when I just sat back down was, what if T90 accidentally says ACCM at the altar at his wedding? We have like a friend situation, but instead of saying Rachel, I say ACCM. See, the problem is now it's in my brain, right? And like I'm not gonna forget that either. So screw you, whoever said that. I will probably have to tell her ahead of time. Hey, listen, if I say ACCM, that's not because I mean it. That's because my brain... Well, she understands how my brain works. She understands it's a little special, so... Say My Name, going for the fast castle approach, pushing in that extra deer he found over here in this other group. Walling up here. Blue, going for 3 galleys so far. But after those galleys, I would expect a couple fishing ships. Also pushing in some deer at the same time. Also building some houses to act as some walls here. I don't know why players are adding more than 2 galleys. I haven't done recent tests. I haven't gone for the same builds, but like for me, I think 2 galleys accomplish everything you want here. Like you park, you don't have, the thing is you don't have to kill the fish. Just sit 1 galley there and sit the other galley here and they can never fish. But I guess if you have 2 galleys on each side, it definitely accomplishes the same. I'll say my name, just using the sea tower to protect right now. And yeah, Blue just forcing Say My Name to basically go back and forth here to different areas of the fish. And Blue will add some fishing ships behind this. Now the food eco underneath the TC is still there. The berries are still there. And there's efficient fishing ships for Blue. Love this. This whole area being protected is super nice for long term. And now the galleys dive. So I guess if you're going to take the fish, making more than 2 makes sense. It kills 2 of the fishing ships for now. And gets away from the sea tower. Say My Name will make it to Castle Age faster. But he will not have a lot of resources. And I think like 90% of the time we've seen someone try what Say My Name's tried to do and come back onto water. They've been Italians. And so you can't get the War Galley upgrade and Eco upgrades here. You have to choose which one you want. If you're Byzantines. If you're Italians, you can probably just get both because of the cheaper dock techs. So it's an awkward spot to be in. This is why I actually don't like Byzantines. Because they don't have any like benefit. They're not a good galley civ if they want to play the approach Blue is doing. And it's kind of a struggle right now. But if you get through that struggle, then they're sick. So, and this was a late pick in his draft, so it kind of adds up. And Blue will add more galleys now. I think Blue saw the flag on the dock, so Blue knows there will be some fires. Remember, the clock is ticking in terms of gold, though, because they will eventually need to take the gold in the sides. Say My Name builds the second TC over here. And that is on that gold. So has the original gold and that gold. And is pretty close. Like, he's pretty accessible to just walking over here for the third TC, which I would like. Walls are coming up for Blue right now. Without the sea tower, things would be a different situation, of course. The whole map would just be... everyone would just go full water. But the sea tower kind of changes things. And now Say My Name is going for War Galley. Kind of important that he has his ships alive, though. Like, he's moving out before War Galley, which means they're more vulnerable. But he will have 3 of them here in a second. 4, actually, because he has another one in queue. Also has added the monastery to get some relics. A bit risky to move too far out for relics right now when the starting scout's still out there. So starting scout could be a factor. Blue about to reach Castle Age, but Blue about to get destroyed on water if he isn't careful here. He does get the War Galley upgrade clicked to himself, but still 40 seconds until the upgrades come in. But you have the Sea Tower. You have some fires as a meat shield. If Blue can just wait a little bit, things could be okay here. And there's a TC for Blue on stone. Villagers are not cooperating with each other, so they're very idle right there. Capture Age doesn't consider them idle, by the way. And the game won't consider them idle either, because they're actively trying to get there. So he'll fix that. A relic coming in from Say My Name. I'm okay with Blue not getting fletching right now, because I want to see eco upgrades more than anything. Ooh, Loom isn't in yet. Loom is not in yet. Villager's going to survive. Blue should really be just thinking about protecting. Oh my god, that scared me, bro. Say My Name. Why do you not have your Town Bell hotkey removed? You've been playing this game at a high level for 2 decades, bro. Why do you have the Town Bell hotkey? He tried to press build, I'm sure, and he pressed B for bell because he misclicked his TC. That's so funny to me, man. Like, it took me until like 2 years ago to remove my Town Bell hotkey because I kept misclicking that. The fact that he still has never removed that is crazy. There's really no high-level reason to use the Town Bell. At lower levels, it is still a useful tool. But that scared me, man. My mouse flew across the desk. Relic is in for Say My Name. Scouts are important here. Do not want to be losing your scouts, but Say My Name is going to be losing water, and Blue knew it too. Blue knew it, and Blue kills the scouts! Oh, that's such a nice snipe. That was so well played. Only thing that would... I was going to say the only thing that would ruin it is losing a scout now. That's a big deal, because that scout can be out there stopping monks getting relics. Say My Name will still try and fight back on water. Game is still very even. But the Sea Tower will go down. And Say My Name is actually not giving up on water. He's going to continue to fight. And with this many weak fires for Blue, I don't hate it. Monastery's up for Blue to try and get relics. Blue will add even another dock. We still don't have any TCs on these golds. It is 3 town centers, though, for Say My Name. Someone asked what's wrong with the Town Bell. Number one thing that's wrong with the Town Bell is it scares and annoys the casters. Number 2 thing with the Town Bell is it makes your whole eco on screen go idle, which at this level is horrible. These players are good enough to kind of choose who needs to be saved and who is not saved. But yeah, from a player perspective, your whole eco goes idle when you click that. Say My Name is trying to sneak some fires over just because of the fish, I guess. I think he did snipe a couple here or there. But he'll lose his dock. Remy says not just on screen, your whole eco period. No, it's actually only on screen. So if you have eco on the other side of the map or like somewhere else, it won't go idle. So which is kind of interesting. I guess it's because they can't hear the bell. Trust me, I'm a Town Bell expert. I've seen that Town Bell get rung a lot. Dock is still up on 26 HP, so if he wants to produce ships out of that, he can. But I think that should be taken out. And 61 eco versus 60. Blue's got so much... Blue's got so much stone. He's going to do what you Pudding did yesterday in that series, guys. And they must have trained together or something. Because this is the second time I'm seeing the exact same thing. 2 TCs into a castle drop on the dude's face. But if Say My Name sees this, he could buy his own castle. He should buy his own castle and build his own castle. Here we go. Say My Name will see this. No Town Bell this time. No reaction whatsoever, actually. Okay, he buys stone. He will want his own castle. He will drop his own castle. He's bringing his whole economy. The whole economy is coming to build this castle. If he completes it fast enough, he can deny Blue's castle. We also have fires here. Blue has to complete this castle. Blue has to complete this castle. Can he complete it? And can he get away? He's going to complete it. And that just... I mean, that's the town bell for Say My Name. His whole eco went idle. Only 11 vills are idle for Blue. And now he's going to run away in the transport. Go back home. And let's see how this goes. Normally, players think, let's go Imp from here. So, Say My Name's got the cheaper Imperial Age. I think he wants that. Blue will just transport over here. Now, is he going to castle here as well? Or is he just going to town center? I mean, Blue is no food eco, so he's never making it to Imp. Is he going to build another castle? He's debating on where he places it. He's just going to place it there. And he's going to TC afterwards. But, I mean... he's going to gain a Vill lead from this. But the castle hasn't actually killed a lot. If war wagons get into the eco right now, then maybe something could happen, though. That was chaos. That was complete chaos. Also, left side. So, like, Blue's hard focused on the golds now. I think he should just keep the war wagons on this area. And so this castle and this TC prevents Say My Name from taking gold here. And then you want to stop Say My Name from taking gold here. Conversion will happen, though. No, it won't! Monk doesn't get a conversion. I was wrong. That's really nice for Blue. Blue's getting Bod Canero now. Siege Workshop would have been interesting from either player. Is he coming back? Okay. He's bringing 4 vills this time for a tower, maybe. Yeah, Siege Workshop would have been really interesting. Just for a couple rams. For some chaos. But he's just trying to starve Say My Name of gold. Say My Name's got 300 gold left. And Say My Name's going to spend a lot of time just trebbing stuff. And he doesn't have an army yet, but he is Byzantines. He's dropping archery ranges, and he can make skirmishers that are very cheap. I don't hate that. Skirmishers, trebuchets, Koreans, what's their counter to that? Koreans would make their own skirmishers, and the Koreans would make bombard cannons, pretty much. But the towers are up. Blue's got the better economy. Blue has gold. Blue has 3 relics at home. Blue will have more villagers on stone. Blue is killing villagers underneath this TC with the war wagons. Say My Name doesn't even have Bod Canero yet. He doesn't even have Elite Skirm yet. His eco is so fragile right now. And the war wagons coming into the eco on this side. We've got a tower. We've got some navy hitting the castle on this side. Say My Name has to complete this castle. He has to complete this castle. I think he will. He will. But it's at what cost? He's lost so many. But when it goes up, it will shoot down the tower. It will shoot down the navy, and the wagons have to leave. But guys, there's wagons everywhere. The wagons actually just ran through all the way over here. Blue's still not on the way to Imp. Blue will lose this castle. Blue will lose this castle fairly quickly. And Blue doesn't have a TC up here, so he's investing into the eco in an area he's going to lose. Monks go for conversions again. They get 1. Not 2, just 1. But everywhere Say My Name goes, he's pressured. And he does not have gold. If he loses those 2 trebuchets, it's over. These trebs need to be protected. Blue's got to get Imp. The eco's sick now. He's got to get to the Imperial Age. I think it's worth idling your TCs now and just stopping production, but that's easier said than done. He's controlling all these armies. He's managing his eco, and he's probably just... He's just in a cycle. Build towers, make wagons, micro wagons, produce vills. That's the cycle you want as a player normally. Still, these skirms only have fletching, guys. Like, he's in the Imperial Age. Doesn't even have bodkin. But the Trebs are here. And the Trebs will go for this castle. I'm worried Blue's going to panic when he loses this. And he'll never go imp. He's running underneath the castle now. He has to run away. He will lose this. He is still not mining gold in the north. He is still not up here, guys. And he's 3 minutes away from imp against Trebs. saymyname is making a lot of skirms. He has time to get some upgrades. He has time to get to 30, 40 skirmishers. Blue does... I think Blue just needs to out-skirm the skirms. As stupid as that sounds, I think he needs to just plan on, with superior eco, making 6 ranges back here. And just making your own skirms as well. But all that's easier said than done. saymyname is going to hard commit this side because he can't go the other way because of the towers. saymayname's got a lot of skirmishers right now. And we're going to see cav upgrades for Blue. Is Blue going to try Korean Cavalier? Also, careful, careful, careful. Where are we going? He's transporting the wagons. Now, I like this. I think just building towers is fine. Towers are somewhat disposable if you have a good economy. Blue can go Fire Lancers. Yeah, I mean, Blue can go Fire Lancers. It's not a horrible play. But yeah, maybe that is something he should try here. It doesn't feel natural yet for a lot of people to go for that unit. I don't like it against range units, so it wouldn't feel natural for me at all. I think Fire Lancers, to me, feel very weak. The second your opponent, you add Fire Lancers, a guy who's on skirm just mixes in hand cannons. He's going to try to win this game with the worst light cav in the game. But the wagons are into the back of the eco, and that transport was so valuable. Such good harassment. Such good harassment. The skirms are going to come home for saymyname. Actually, war wagons are about to get armor for free in about 5 seconds. So the war wagons become much tankier here in a second. Thanks, Koreans. There you go. I don't know if saymyname has enough in the tank, guys. I mean, he was supposed to have safe wood and safe food eco. He doesn't even have that now. And when Blue can get to Navy and get cannon galleons out, cannon galleons can snipe all the Trebs. More towers being placed. Light cav are being massed. saymyname did not expect the castle. And what a cool play it is to see that. Like, again, I've only seen it twice, and it's from 2 Taiwanese players. So I'll have to ask you, Pudding and Blue. My guess would be that one of the two came up with that. saymyname. This is his last castle he can place for a while. He will place it here. And if he completes this castle, he can take the gold and he can hold on in game 5. But he does not know that many light cav are coming. Here are the light cav. Can the light cav deny this? You have a lot to do here. You want to deny the castle. You also want to take the Trebs. There's an argument to just take the Trebs. But you'll take the Vil kills as well if you can. Castle is not up. Castle is denied at 85%. The light cav are so weak to the castle fire, but castle's denied. Blue with the market to block it off. Blue coming over with the wagons again. Blue will take the Trebs. And the wagons are back. Back again. 100 eco for saymyname. This isn't completely walled. But saymyname is just so starved for resources, man. Here he comes. He's going to try. He's just thinking, like, what can I do? If I don't have gold, I have to try pikes now. But eventually, if you have no gold, even straight trash isn't enough. Blue will wall this off. Blue will hold this. Blue maintains a 50 eco lead. And Blue will also castle on this side. And the cannon galleons are coming, guys. Cannon galleons on water. They're coming for the castles. They're coming for the Trebs. This is Blue's series. I told you. This guy's really good, man. He's really, really good. And I think maybe this is the 1 seed. Say my name, right? Said say my name might be one of the more vulnerable 1 seeds in the bracket. Because there's a lot of players out there training and practicing. Blue's one of them. Say my name will still be silver, but unless he can somehow get himself out of this mess, he will not have a chance at golds. He's got no chance at golds in the groups and also in this game. Because he is well and truly blocked off from the gold right now. Only has those 2 relics bringing him gold. And blue even has 5 relics as well. So he got 5 relics and he can mine the gold on both sides. Funnily enough, he's actually not mining the gold a lot. He'll fix that, but he's just castling over here. Say my name will try and go fast fire to retake the water, which is a good call. He's got up to 150 pop. 27 skirms, 25 pikes. He has to try, right? But I think the issue, of course, is he can just get hit from either side. Blue can be building more towers over here. Blue can be going for raids on this side. It's going to take far too long to take down all these keeps that still aren't even fully upgraded for the Koreans. And to make fire ships, you need gold. So he'll have to sell his food, I guess, to make some fires. Hussar was a great call. You can't raid with Fire Lancers. You don't have mobility with Fire Lancers. Hussars just cost food. They don't cost gold. It's kind of silly to see Korean Hussars because they miss out on the armor and the bloodlines, but it's still a unit that costs food. And he's got a great eco to spam it. And the castle's down for Say My Name. His docks could go down as well. If blue realizes this, he could just add a little bit more on water. And the Hussars are spreading out into the back. More market walls from blue. He loves his market walls. I've never seen someone market wall so much. He was trying to build a tower down here, I guess. But he uses the cannon galleons there on the Treb. And poor Say My Name is just... It's just nothing but struggle right now. Nothing but struggle. As former platinum, former gold, Say My Name will be confirmed to be silver in Titans League Season 5. You gotta train. You gotta be in shape. More and more players are getting good. A lot of players have been practicing their asses off. These brackets have been competitive, man. He's trying to retake water, but, like... Now I feel like the towers themselves kill the fires. Right? Like, with arrow slits and all the range on the towers. I mean, yeah, it's just not enough on water for Say My Name. Dude just doesn't want to call it. Doesn't want to believe it. Wants to test my ability to talk about a game after the game is well and truly over. Well within his rights to fight, obviously. Trebuchet will get sniped. So that's a small positive, I guess. But yeah, all the pikes are dying. The docks will go down. More towers have been denied back here, but you have to imagine those towers will eventually go up. And there's Elite Fire Lancer. So yeah, now you can maybe switch into something other than Hussar if you want to. It looks like he's going Fire Lancers from this side now. So. And Navy is going to matter way too much here for blue. Just needed to take the map control. And when Say My Name was going to take the golds, I'm sure when he was thinking about going to take one of the golds, he got the castle on his face instead. GG. What a series. Blue wins, beats the established ACC. Say my name. God damn it. I'm so sorry. It's Say My Name, and it's not my fault, okay? I made the mistake once, and just chat kept saying it all freaking series. Yeah, blue wins. Blue's a really good player. I knew he'd be prepared. I knew he'd have some good strats. That castle drop was pretty crazy. I think Say My Name will be regretting Not necessarily how he reacted with his own castle, because that felt like the natural play, but maybe just not taking the gold earlier in the game. I think too many people are building TCs like this, and then they get punished. He's not that far. Like, this TC is not that far from here. And what blue did, right, is like blue castle drops here first, and then blue's like, okay, I'm going to raid on the left, I'm going to control the right. But if he was already on the right side, I don't know where blue places the castle. I don't know how that plays out. But basically, even though blue is so much later to Castle Age, blue had so much safe time because of the castle chaos to focus on his own eco. And just got a ridiculous economy. Ended the game with 161 eco. More wood, more food, more gold, more stone. And obviously some nice KD throughout the game there from blue as well. So, GG. Blue moves on. Pull up the bracket here. And I think it should be blue versus Turs, which is pretty sick. Maybe Arbase can tell me, because I see he's in chat, what the seeds were for them. Because one seed was Say My Name. I know that. But what about, was Turs 2? Or was Niaz 2? Blue was 4. Okay. Turs might have been 2. So it might not come off as that big of a surprise. It'll be 4 versus 2. Okay. But yeah, this is what that group looks like now. So, Say My Name down. We will have blue against Turs. Winner of that will go to the 25K League Golds in January. That's sick. Loser, of course, is still silver. So, yeah, we'll see them there. But yeah, Say My Name confirmed silver. Niaz confirmed silver. You make the final 4, you're silver, unless you win the whole group, and then you go to gold. So 3 players from the final 4 end up going to silver. So yeah, we have a lot of sets that have already taken place. This is going to be our next one, Antagonist versus Survivalist. Antagonist, I consider to be a very big favorite in this series. We'll see if we can have another upset.